Winda Purwati. You can call me Winda, and I'm from Indonesia, and I'm studying in Yogyakarta State University of Indonesia. And okay, well, before I start my presentation, I would like to say thank you to World Research Society and also Institute of Research and Journals who have given me the chance to stand up here and join this international conference. And then I also would like to say thank you. This is kind of special thanks. The first is for Kementerian Pendidikan, Kebudayaan, Riset dan Teknologi, Balai Pembiayaan Pendidikan Tinggi BPPT, the Higher Education Financing Agency, and then the second, Indonesia Endowment Funds for, and then the second, Indonesia Endowment Funds for Education or LPDP, as the funders and sponsor in completing the articles and activities of this conference, so that they can be utilized and run well. Okay, well, this is the title of my research, that is overcoming the challenge of managing a private online course for young learners based on teachers' perspective. Okay, why I choose this topic and why this topic is important, is interesting for me, because we know that in class it's kind of impossible thing to have a private online course, but for this time, because of the development of ICT, and students can have private online course even though the teachers are from away city or from away country. And then that's why it's interesting for me to observe about this case. And then the second, a private online course offer more access to anyone who has problem in the traditional educational setting. So any students now can easier to get help from other teachers in any place to improve their understanding about their material in their school. Okay, well, and this is the background of my study. The first is managing English classes for young learner. It's not easy as managing English classes for adult learner. We know that young learners and also adult learners has different characteristics, because we know that young learner has shorter concentration, and then they also has different curiosity, motivation, learning style, and also learning interest. So this becomes the big challenge for the teachers to make interesting activities for the students, especially in online mode. And then the second, managing the classroom in online learning environment at challenges, making it more difficult to retain students' concentration and foster interaction. Why? Because we know that students, young learner has a shorter concentration, so the teachers need to make fun activities for the students, and also they need to make sure that the students always follow the activities in the class. And then next, teachers often have challenges in managing classes for young learners, particularly in online courses. We know that for offline and also online class, it's so different. So this has become my background why I choose this topic. Okay, for introduction, the first perspective refer to something's point of view. The research can consider the situation and come up with a reasonable solution. The perspective may be based on their own experience or points of view. The viewpoint can provide the image with additional information about anything. So basically in this research, I try to find the teacher perspective about the challenges of managing private online course based on their experience, because we know that not all teachers has this experience. So I try to dig based on the teacher experience who has the experience only. And then next, classroom management is a teacher's capacity to organize, maintain, and manage the learning environments as his students' skill in order for them to be improved, directed and organized so that time may be spent effectively. So basically, we can make conclusion that classroom management is the way how the teachers try to manage the class so the class can run well and the learning goal can be achieved well and full. And then the last, young learner. The student called young learner are students of elementary school between 6 until 12 years old. They respond to language through concrete things, interested in bicycle movement and will activities to stimulate thinking. They will be enthusiastic if they are taught using fun activities, love to play and learn best when they are enjoying themselves. So basically we can see from the slide that young learners, they are from age 6 until 12 years old. And their characteristic, they like to have bicycle movement. While in online classroom or online private online course, it's kind of impossible to ask the students to move from one place to another place. So this has become the big challenge for the teacher, how to manage private online course. Okay, well, the next. This is the research questions. The first, what are teachers' challenges in managing a private online course for young learners? And then the second, how do teachers overcome the challenge of managing a private online course for young learners? So, because this has become the research questions, so the purpose of this research, the first is to identify the challenge of managing private online course, especially for English subject. And then the second purpose is to describe teacher perception of overcoming the challenge of managing an English private online course for young learners. Okay, so I would like to explain about the research design. The first, the research method. The method of designing was descriptive qualitative research. And then the research sample, I use purposive sampling. The sample are 2 teachers only. Because like what I have explained before, not all teachers has this experience in teaching private online students. So that's why I decided to use purposive sampling. I try to find teachers who has this experience. And I found 2 teachers to become the sample. And then the data collection, the first I did observation to know how the teaching and learning process goes. And then after that, structure, interview, and then the last is documentation. Well, this is the result based on my observation. I found some challenge that the teacher found and the teacher faced in teaching students in private online private course. The first challenge is designing Zoom meeting time, because sometimes the time of the learning and teaching process may be changed, because for private online course the time can be more flexible. It's different from formal classroom. And then the second, students' unreadiness. The third, uncertain study time, like what I have said. The time is more flexible. And then the fourth, the next, design interesting material. This is also the big challenge for the teachers, because the teachers should be able to use ICT. And then number 6, make students stay focused. We know that young learners, they like to have movement activities, but in online course, that's kind of impossible to ask the students to move from one place to another place. So the teachers need to make fun activities so the students will stay focused always. And then 7, control students' comprehension. And then the last answer, achieve the learning goal. Okay, next, this is the interview result. I also use interview to dig, to know how the teachers overcome the challenge, and also what's the challenge that they face in teaching their students. The first, they say there are some points here. The first is consideration of platform selection. So the teachers need to consider the platform that what they will use in teaching the students. Of course, the platform should be online platform, like use online platform based on student skill, use the colorful platform, because this is for young learner, so the platform should be colorful. And then the second, teaching preparation. Next, classroom management. And then this is the fourth, teachers challenge. For the teachers challenge, they said that they have some problems here, like catching students' mood, managing time, adapt to the students' characteristics, ensure students' interest and motivation in learning are stable. So the teachers need to ensure that the students has motivation from the first until the end of the teaching and learning process. And then interesting instructional media. And also the teachers also give me explanation about how to overcome the challenge. The first is do what students like. As a teachers, especially for private online course, the teachers should be able to follow what the students like. It may be different from formal classroom. And then after that, tell students favorite story that's based on their interest, and then ensure the teacher's mood is good as per power, and then the last, enhance self-passions. Okay, the last, this is the conclusion. So how to overcome the challenge and what they should prepare as private online teacher. The first, teachers require specialized skill for private online courses. So not all teachers can handle private online course. And then the second, ICT. This is crucial things should be mastered by the teachers if they want to teach private online course. And then teachers must choose user-friendly platform considering students' skill. So the platform used by the teachers should based on the students' skill too. And then the fourth, teaching preparation is dynamic with parents acting as supervisor. So in private online course, parents has position as supervisor. And then the challenge include designing Zoom. This is the challenge from my observation. I can count this challenge. The first is designing Zoom meeting schedule, managing students' unreadiness, and managing study times. And then strategies include effective management, open communication, flexibility, and creativity. And the last is teachers design, engaging, age-appropriate material, and adopt a personalized approach. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention, and good afternoon.